to the cops.
Give a report. Someone at this address has been firing a shotgun.
Polishing it, cleaning it. It went off by accident.
I mean, I did shoot my wife, but trust me, it was an accident. How is Roger gonna get out of this?
Roger Cobb. You wouldn't happen to be the same Roger Cobb who wrote Blood Dance, would you?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
See? Being famous fixes everything. Not only does Roger manage to fool the cops, but he also manages to include some nudity I don't have to black box. However, there's still the matter of his house being haunted. Holy shit, Chunk! Bad news, Roger. Not only is your ex-wife ghost still around, she also doesn't appreciate getting shot in her ghost gunt.
Where's your son, Roger? You'll never find him. He's dead.
Huh. Okay, can't say that was the voice I was expecting to come out of that thing. I kind of thought it sounded more like this.
You been convicted of assholism. The proper punishment will now take place. Kill, kill, kill. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Phew. Thanks, Ghost Tools. Because Cobb's gotten rid of his ex-wife ghost, that means she can't take half his stuff in the afterlife. Now to dispose of the body.
Hello? Did I scare you?
Hi.
What are you digging?
The view mostly. Nice that Roger's neighbor seems to be interested in him, but some ghosts just refuse to stay dead. He's gonna need to be really thorough.
This is dedicated to the one I love.
Okay, you buried her. Now, would you find another place to stay already? Wait, what am I saying? He can't leave yet. He still needs to try to get some from neighbor lady.
This is my son, Robert. He really loves to play.
Ah, damn it, she has a Kenny. As if this wasn't bad enough, his ex-wife ghost refuses to stay dead and keeps messing with him. I guess some ghouls just can't keep their hands to themselves. Oh, what are you doing? Don't flush the hand down the toilet. Don't you know that just means it's gonna grow into a ghoulie? Alright, I met your kid and saved him from a ghost. Now will you take him home, please?
I'm sorry.
Great. I need
Look, lady, I'm already dealing with a house full of monsters. I don't need your little monster here, too. Hey, should be fine. Just make sure the kid's happy.
How about this toy? Close enough? Huh? You want something else to play with?
Yeah.
How about this plastic bag?
Again, pretty funny. Now that he's put the kid to bed, looks like it's time for another Nom flashback. Whatever, the best part is the first half when they were in boot camp anyway. Yeah, he's probably fine. Bad news, Roger. While you were shirking your babysitter duties, little Robert got kidnapped by things that looked like they were taken straight out of Jim Henson's nightmares. What are you doing? They're trying to get rid of the kid for you. Leave him alone. Alright, you managed to save Robert from some garbage pail ghouls. Now let's make this more awkward. Hey, so I looked after your kid for you. No need to pay me, but I'm sure you can thank me another way. Oh. Alright, see ya, I guess. Oh well, down enough beers and I'm sure George Wendt will start to look okay. First though, Roger needs Harold's help with something. Turns out the only way to deal with ghosts is with a spear gun. Ghosts are a lot like sharks. And every time Roger's opened the door and wanted to see that thing, it hasn't been there. So let's see what happens this time. Oh hey, the monster's actually there this time. Well, it is one of the best puppets in the movie, so might as well show it off. Hey, don't be like that. This thing just wanted to ask if it could have one of your beers. Why the hell is Roger using a spear gun on this thing anyway? He has a shotgun, just use that. It worked pretty well on the other stuff so far.
Don't worry, Roger. I'll hold on to you. It's the last thing I do.
Roger ends up getting sucked into his Vietnam flashbacks, or possibly just his backyard. I still can't really tell. And what the hell? Richard Mall isn't dead yet? Damn, he took like 20 bullets to the chest earlier. Forget giving him a purple heart. He should get an entire purple Slim Goodbody suit. You should be dead already. Big Ben asks Cobb to finish him off. He can't bring himself to do it, and Ben ends up getting captured.
Roger! I'll get you for this! I swear I
don't sweat it, Roger. Just make it back to the real world, and in 30 years or so, Vietnam will be manufacturing stuff for us. Roger also makes an important discovery when he finds out his son is in a painting, which means he's in a mirror, which means he's in the ghost world, I think. Damn it, Roger, there's better ways to check if the tall man is in there. Now you'll have to get a new medicine cabinet. But first you'll have to get rid of more Jim Henson nightmares. You know, Roger, in light of everything that's happened so far, I think you should strongly consider finding another place to live. Or, you know, just dive in and explore the ghost dimension. It is technically on your property, after all.
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul. I'm just messing with you.
Later. Fortunately for Roger, not only do the ghouls here look like they're from a Sam Raimi movie, they'll also go straight up Ash Williams on your ass. Oh shit, he's in the beginning of The Return of Swamp Thing. Oh well, at least that means we might get some tits in this movie. Hopefully not from this thing. Roger also finds out his son is really still alive, but is in the Netherworld, which is really Vietnam, which is really his house. You know what, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but considering everything that's happened so far, I'm not going to question anything. Alright, looks like Roger managed to rescue his son and make it back home safely. I think things worked out just fine.
Sucker! No, it's your fairy godmother.
Yeah, Big Ben's come back as a ghost. Wait a second, didn't I see him on Power Rangers?
Why didn't you kill me, Roger? Did you have the guts to do it?
I had to get help.
Torture me for weeks.
They did unspeakable things, but it still took forever to kill me. You think I'm like this because of decomposition? This is what I looked like literally a second before I finally died. Ben's angry at Roger for letting him get captured in Vietnam and kidnapped his son to get revenge. Wait a second, did Roger's aunt say she'd been haunted too?
It was the house. It was the house that did it. Why, Roger? Tricked me. I didn't think it could, but it did.
So, did Ben have a problem with Roger's aunt too? Why didn't he just haunt his place and not hers? Look, Ben, so you got captured and tortured in Vietnam. There's no need to come back as a ghost. Just do what John McCain did and try running for president. You know, now that I get a closer look at Big Ben's undead form, he could have been a great villain on that 80s Ghostbusters cartoon. No, not that one, the other one. Yeah, that's it. Good news, Roger. Not only does your house have a ghost dimension, but it also has a view of the ocean. And come on, Roger. Richard Mall may be 6'8", but he's still dead. There's gotta be a way to beat him. Oh, shit. Okay, you defeated Big Ben. Now please, for the love of God, move! Just kidding, Big Ben's still around. Turns out ghosts aren't that easy to kill.
I wanted you. No.
Or who knows, maybe they are. Good news, honey, our missing son is actually still alive. I rescued him from some ghosts that were haunting my house. I'm sure the police will believe that story. Although House wasn't as big of a hit as Friday the 13th, it was still a success, making several times its budget back, and it even managed to become a franchise, although the third movie is an unrelated slasher movie that just got called House 3 in Europe, and then the real series decided to skip straight to 4 for some reason. Now this movie definitely isn't as important to horror history as Friday the 13th, but it's still kind of fun. Those expecting something as off-the-wall as Sam Raimi or Peter Jackson's early stuff might be disappointed, since both the humor and the gore is pretty subdued here, and I kind of wish it went a little further with both, since for an R-rated movie, it really feels like this could have been an 80s PG-13. There's also some plot issues, like the movie seemingly trying to make it seem like the ghosts aren't real and are just a result of Roger's PTSD, only to abandon that idea pretty quickly. Still, the monsters are goofy and memorable, and there's enough of them to keep your interest the whole time. It's no classic, but for a movie that was a staple of video stores back in the day, that's a good description. It's a decent rental. So now that I've done the first movie, does that mean I'm now going to do all the sequels? Nah, I think I'm going to hold off on those. Well, that's all for now. Until next time.